Hey Hobby World, Zach Importer back with another.
The third installment of our 2026 National Sports Collectors Convention videos thanking Greg Clark.
Yeah, our buddy Greg Clark, he met up with us, met up with me on Friday, and then Porter, Kyle, myself, and Greg on Sunday. It's funny, right before we started recording, I was just texting back and forth with Bo at 1 Million Cubs, and he was catching up on our videos, and he went to that same booth that Jeff, the dealer, had mentioned, and he bought 3,000 cards.
That's
insane.
insane.
I mean, it was really cool. He said he's going to try and figure out where they're from, but today we're going to show off some of the cool stuff that Greg Clark gave us when we met up with him. He also picked up some stuff for us while we were at the show. Got the Murakami bobblehead here. He had picked that up when he went to the game. And so we're going to go through some really fun stuff hitting on the PC. And with the NFL season starting last night, excited to get some Bear cards in front of you here. We got a Steve McMichael Silver Optic. Jim McMahon with the green variation. Got some Dan Hamptons, and we are the #1 Dan Hampton collector on TCDB.
How many do we have?
I don't know, but with some recent pickups, we've definitely moved ahead. Love this Mike Singletary. These are rookie year Jason Kidd cards. These were those like draft redemptions you'd mail in for. I know we have a set of these with Calvert Cheney. Got some Hall of Fame offensive lineman, Jonathan Ogden. Like that Topps Chrome.
That looks like it's the same picture, sort of.
It is. It's the same card.
Got
This
it.
one, same thing. It's just different variations. And then with the offensive lineman theme, got John Hanna. That's numbered out of, I think, $4.99?
$1.99.
$1.99, okay. Greg Lloyd starting lineup. And then we got Dick Butkus with the Green Gladiators. And then last, finish out some Gary Payton basketball cards. So those were the penny sleeve cards.
And then he gave some stuff to me, too. This is an Upper Deck canvas of Chance, who is the Golden Knights mascot.
And when I was looking that up in TCDB, that's actually a pretty rare card, like from an insert perspective.
Huh.
Yeah.
Upper Deck
it's not
canvas
numbered,
mascots?
but it was, yeah, it's always interesting. On the left side of TCDB, it'll say, the insert probability of them. And it was like 1 out of maybe 50 or 60 packs or something. It was not a easy card to find.
All right. Got some special teamers here. So Bruce Gossett. Got a Jim Keys. And Bobby Walden. Now, these are actually two different cards, I realized.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the red back, and this one is the black.
When we were adding them to TCB, one is a short print and one is not. I can't recall if it was the red or the black back.
I will have to put whichever one is in a case then. Got a Jason Elam, Finest Moments. Oh, that's from when he hit a 63-yard field goal. This is a Michael Dixon 2021 Glow Ball. This is actually the set where that Cairo is from.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Prism. Mike Clark, Cowboys. I thought that was a Steelers jersey for a second. And then a Daniel Carlson out of 2024 Prism, like a lime green variation. Men of Mastery, Harrison Butker, Mosaic. That looks like something out of the World Cup for some reason. Now, what did you say I am for Tory Taylor?
I think 2 or 3. You're up there.
This is the black, red, white, and blue Hyper, I think. The hollow die cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then they rated rookie optic pink.
And it's very interesting, right? So some of the newer players, especially the oddball guys like a Tory Taylor or something, it's really hard to get to #1 unless you have a lot of inserts because they don't have a lot of cards that are unique. They have a lot of variations of cards.
Yes.
Versus like a Dan Hampton where it's easier to pick up a bunch of unique cards that are more affordable.
Got some Colston Loveland rookies.
Yeah, hoping he has a big
cool.
sophomore season.
Cole Kmet. That one's cool.
And this next guy's getting a lot of off-season, plug, if you were going to show the Austin Booker. So he stepped up a little bit last year. Our defense was atrocious.
Yeah.
But, he put on a lot of muscle in the off-season. I've seen this before where some guy gets a lot of praise, but, once the whistle blows, he's not able to transition it into the field. But he would be a nice surprise.
Yes. Here's a Tyson Bagent green Pulsar. Is that the
I think
variation?
it is Pulsar, yeah.
Then got some other random football cards here. Chris Collinsworth, Jonathan Taylor, Prison Break, green. TJ Watt, Montage. Then Braylon Allen, select hollow die cut. Braylon Allen on the some sort of like hyper pulsar variation.
Those select, I think it's like yellow, green, red, yellow. There are so many variations of those. That's kind of what I was saying with the Tory Taylor.
Topps Stadium Club Chrome 2022. Mojo, I call it. Jim Abbott. Did not have that. Roy Campanella. Edgar Caro on last year's Chrome.
Who with the Friday or Thursday night injury to Joey Bart, he's back up on the team. Where our catching situation's been pretty random.
Colson Montgomery. I think this is Titans of the game, yeah.
Yep.
I had that on the want list. Paul Konerko on the Topps Chrome.
Yeah, we saw our guy Vince open a lot of that product.
Mm-hmm. This is pretty cool. I do not have this. Yaz Topps Now.
Yeah, it's funny. They did the top 100 players, and that was 49.
Oh, those top 100?
Yeah.
Gio, Jonathan Cannon, first Bowman.
You see that sometimes with a guy, like, yeah, he was good, and then when they fall off rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you see that with quarterbacks in the NFL, although Rodgers, Brady, and some of those guys have broken the trend, but man, Father Time catches up to you. I think that's a second or third year Pujols card.
It's 2002,
Okay.
so I think it might be. This is a Upper Deck StarQuest green. And then this one I told him, he actually included this in the big Cardinals box you can see right there.
Yep.
And I pulled that
You're
aside.
still putting those in TCDB.
Yep, it's a very slow process. Stan Musial, another like Mojo sort of thing. Paul Goldschmidt, 35th, All-Star. Paul Goldschmidt, Heritage Mini. And then I'm still really excited about this, even though this guy is now retired. Drew Dolman, Select Auto out of 50.
Now, he's a guy that you could probably collect every card that was ever made by him. I don't know if there's any one-on-one. I think he has 6 total cards. You've got
crazy.
one of them. All right, so jumping into some of the bigger stuff that we got. He had brought this. You may remember these if you're, I'm 46, around that age. They had the Scholastic book fairs. This is a really cool Bo Jackson Sports Shots book that he found and gave to me.
And, can I share
Yeah,
these?
go for it.
And then he gave us some Topps Turn Back the Clock, and we opened that. So we got a Matt Ryan, Rashard Mendenhall, Eli Manning, Tony Romo.
He's been on a lot of newscasts here in the Milwaukee area with his maybe DUI charge.
And then this one is actually different than the White Sox one. This is not the Legends deck. This one is another one of the playing card decks, but instead of all the cards having guys on it, it's only the King, Queen, and Jack.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
The face cards.
The face cards,
and it's not in TCDB yet, so...
that must be new.
Yeah. All right, so a couple cards that Greg found, and he actually mentioned in his most recent video that he picked up. So he got these for a steal. This is out of 175. It's a Carlton Fisk patch card. I just don't see a lot with him, and especially in that jersey era. I absolutely love that card. And then this Carlton Fisk card, another patch one, Sweet Spot Swatches. And then here's a couple that he included of Frank. This is out of 15. These Leaf cards have very low print numbers, but there's a ton of different ones. And then we got the Panini Silver. And then he brought a lot of Jordans to the National, both to, try and sell. He's got so many. I mean, it's insane how many Jordan cards he had. And so he had gifted us this Fleer Metal card, which is just a gorgeous Jordan.
And then I still haven't figured out what this is.
And so this is not on TCDB. Maybe Greg can tell us. So it is a replica of the, dual exquisite Jordan LeBron patch. And so I thought maybe this was part of, Topps will do that. where they'll have a picture of like the Mike Trout rookie, and it's a reprint.
I think I have one of those with like Tatis or something.
Yeah, some people get duped, and so this one is all, even the item, the number. I mean, the date limited. I mean, it's just a reprint. So, yeah, maybe he can give us some hints because I was going to try and add that to TCDB.
Okay, now my stack. I got some nice stuff from him. This one was in the big box. Roy Campanella, Topps Chrome, 55 World Series. That is actually from last year's product. Then he tossed in a few of the Jackie Robinson Day patches, Manny Machado,
And I was with him when he grabbed this next one.
and Benintendi.
It was on Friday, and then he gave it to you on Sunday.
And then a Paul Goldschmidt MLB debut patch, which is really cool. And then this last one, he grabbed for me on Sunday. He told that it was actually a surprise. He told Dad, pick one, and I'll give it to him. And Dad picked this one. So it is a 2012 Fleer Retro Ray Guy.
Whoop!
And I dropped it. How about that?
Good thing it was in the case.
Yeah. Ray Guy autograph.
That's a cool shot. Very unique. Like, I've never even seen that picture before, and he's got a very nice signature. It's almost
Yes.
printed, actually.
It actually is
Yeah,
printed.
it looks like it is printed. So, this was our week of videos catching up with the National. I know there's always a lot of fanfare and, videos for clicks going into the National and what to wear and how to prepare.
What to wear?
Oh, there's a lot. Bo does a lot of funny stuff with that. But it truly was a really memorable time. We usually go twice, and we're very fortunate, right? It's only an hour away. I always admit we wouldn't fly across the country. We didn't see as many people as we would have liked to this last year. We were just pretty focused on hanging with Greg and Kyle and bouncing around. But man, did we enjoy it, and we hope you enjoyed watching our recaps. Thank you all for watching and subscribing.
Bye-bye.